Okay. Yeah, so I remember there being a chest here and a chest over there. And I know Ash can open chests. Do you still have the ability to open chests, or that was before? That was in the past. I'm sure Violet has a chest key. So I think I'll just send Violet one way.
Or another.
So, I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna get you.
What's the plan?
So let's do horse-on-horse combat. Alright, so you do that.
What's my
I'm
strategy?
gonna go this way.
I'll cut
Since
through.
you're on wings, you should go up this way. I'm just gonna split my army into two. We'll have
I'm your girl.
potentially you go up this way.
I'll comply.
Maybe I'll send
Shall
Hilda up this way. And then I'll keep
Ready when you are.
Ingrid down here. Alright, this is gonna be my 5 and 5.
At your service.
And we'll see how it goes.
Crush them all. I'd be honored.
Come at me. Okay. Things are starting off pretty great. Oh, you're in a nice, juicy line. Surely I have somebody that can do something about that. Don't miss.
Fair in war.
I said don't miss, Catherine. That was very rude of you. Alright,
Until we
fine.
meet again.
More strength? Let's go!
I sense an.
Guess I'll send you here. Yeah, how far can you go? Right here?
I can do no less. My
See, Catherine, I don't
duty
need you. I
is
can
your
still
job.
beat all these people anyway.
Great job.
Actually, can you take out this guy? You sure can. Good Ash go.
It was the only way.
Ash just gets to be a perfect swordsmaster for the end of time. I don't think I'm doing anything else with him.
Here is something to believe in. It won't be in vain.
Alright,
I can always depend on you.
this way. Guess I'll send Dimitri up here to take the attacks. We'll have Annette ready to go. Actually, I don't mind if Hilda takes an attack as well.
Hilda.
Felix is just gonna go explore over the lava. Perfect. Oh no! A 30% chance to crit and do 0 times 3. Oh, Hilda takes damage. I feel like I'm not used to Hilda taking like as much damage, and I think usually I... No, that's not true. Maybe she does always take that damage.
Are you telling lies right now on the internet?
I don't know. That's not me. I don't do that.
Who would lie on the internet?
Can't
That's a
afford to
crazy
stop.
concept. I can't even... How did you even think of something like that? Okay, so I see a flaw in my plan. The whole point was to separate Violet and Ash, and then I didn't do that. I want to look at something. Do I actually have a chest key if I need? I do. Alright, change of plans. You're gonna come down this way. And Violet is gonna go up north.
Nice.
Alright, so you're gonna do that. Is there any way that you can kill with a short spear? You absolutely can't. Throw it anyway. I have a plan. So Vayne's pretty close to class mastery. That's exciting. Catherine can Levin sword. And then Ingrid should be able to kill
I won't hold back.
the other one without help.
You do it, Ingrid. I believe in you.
40.
She's gonna crit.
Well, I could throw her on.
11. No, what was it? 16%. Easy.
So what happened with that crit, huh?
I
Even
shall
a
not
broken
stray.
clock, or even a correct clock, is wrong twice a day. I don't know how to do this backwards.
I don't know if it works like that.
Edit that one out. Edit that one out.
Absolutely not.
Can you edit in her cut-in image as if she did crit, but it still just did 40 damage?
That'd be really funny. It would be great if I put forth that much effort. Oh, longbow. Not quite enough. I guess I'll just use regular longbow. Wasn't actually necessary, but there was that 4% chance of crit. Then I'll just let Dimitri take this damage. It's fine. It's just a little bit of like magma or whatever coming from the ground and burning a little bit. You can just walk it off. And then wait, I see an exclamation mark. Is that for? Of course, there's a bow unit. Felix is going on his own little journey right now. What are you guys doing? Why does everybody in this world have a bow? You can do that. I will put my armor slayer. Just like that. No, it's fine. I'll let Hilda take one round of lava damage. Thinking that's gonna have to regardless. Violet can heal herself with DB. Alright, so there's 5 people up there. So you're coming down this way.
Thank you.
Alright. Captain, you want to try this again? And not miss this time?
All is fair in war.
What a disappointment.
Sorry, I was looking at a Discord channel. What was disappointing? Who failed us?
Catherine.
Well. What are the odds?
2 different times she missed her gambit. And now Sylvain has to show her how it's done.
I can help.
Let's get things rolling.
See? Not a disappointment. Okay, so you...
Sorry, I was looking away. Who wasn't a disappointment?
Sylvain.
Ah, classic.
I think I'd rather have you... Ooh, can you kill with the Armor Slayer? Perfect. Always crit
I
on the
love it
second
when
one.
they... yeah, I love it when they do the second
bad
hit
at
crit.
all.
It's like... So, like, the percentage of that happening, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's something coded in the game for that to happen.
Yeah, there's something in the back end of the code that they're not telling us.
Yeah.
My duty is your death.
Well, she's really close to leveling up. I think that's the reason. Felix, you want to just keep going? You want to do something? Oh, you know what? I could do...
A backflip?
Alright,
What is...
so,
I've,
alright,
okay,
I have...
so I've only half been paying attention. What is Felix doing all the
He's
way
on
over
his
there?
own little journey. I'm trying to do a little bit of math now. I think he's going to take too much... Actually, wait. No, this is fine. So that's 2.
Or is it? Yeah, one of them's a bow, though.
Look at that sneaky maneuver. Did you remember you could do that? I didn't. Until just now.
I never use wyvern units.
I, like, never dismount, and I always forget that that's, like, a mechanic in this game, because this is, like, the only Fire Emblem game where you can even do that. as far as
I
I'm
remember
aware.
the dismounting is a thing because of I use horse units plenty, but I do not use wyverns unless Claude is on my team.
Oh wow, the tryhard community would lambast you for that.
Ask me how much I care about the tryhard community for this game.
No, I know especially in this game, but I think in most game wyverns are like the best class.
My strength is in the
According to people that are really good at Fire Emblem.
You take nothing.
Yeah, and I understand why, but I just don't like them.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about how good they are. I do like them just because wyverns are cool. They're just like
Their outfits are
like dragons. I guess the outfits, I can see that.
Honestly, I think Pegasi are cooler than wyverns in this game, at least. Typically, I lean towards the more dragon-esque things, but I don't know. It's just something about Fire Emblem wyverns that I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Interesting. Yeah, I like the wyverns, even in this game. But yeah, I like wyverns in general.
Can't give up yet.
And that's why I like them, is they just look cool. And I mean, I do have a pretty, like, most times when I use them, I generally end up having a good time. Like, they do a lot of damage. You fly around all over the place. Sometimes Pegasus Knights, depending on the character, sometimes they don't do that much damage because they just end up fast and a little weak. So that's probably why I don't like them as much. But I've definitely come around on them more so than I used to. I used to, like, hate Pegasus Knights.
You took me lightly.
She got A. Thimble Belter.
Finally grasped
Thimble
this.
Vetter. It's not a real word. Who cares?
Sure hope no one from, like, Poland watches you. Sweden? Whatever.
Somewhere in that area,
That
probably.
originates from. Somewhere that's not America.
Yeah.
Land of the free, you know. Wherever that word is from, I bet we beat them in a war once.
Maybe. Or we could.
We either beat them in a war, or we helped them win a war they would have lost.
Alright, I'll just do it this way. Perfect.
I disposed of doubt long ago.
I don't remember. Can you mount and then attack on the same turn or no?
I don't think so.
I'm not willing to test it. Ow.
You fought well.
I forgot about Felix's special shield.
Dude, the butter shield is killer. It's incredible.
Strength.
People disrespect it too much.
Yeah. Apparently including me. My bad. This magic bow put in work. Remember when Annette didn't have a magic bow? Those were dark
I'm
times.
sorry.
Good times.
Ooh,
Remember when
Thorny
most of this playthrough consisted of saying, like, can Annette or Ash do something, please?
Ash has, like, made the biggest glow up. I'm very surprised at him.
I cannot wait to recruit him in my playthrough because Jet likes him a lot for some reason, and
Yeah.
then for him to be literally useless.
Yeah, I'm interested. I don't know what.
He'll just be, like, really bad for some reason.
Is he a bow unit by default? I actually don't know what he is when you recruit him. Like, what his default class is. Because he's kind of like a weird one that doesn't have, like, a well-defined role. But I think it might be an archer.
His default class is Archer, yeah.
Okay. I've never used Ash as an archer. I've used him as, like, everything but. Wait, does this chapter end as soon as the main guy is defeated? Because, like, he's coming at me. Oh, hey, look who it is.
So Cornelia has planted spies even inside Garreg Mach.
The shield of Fargus has appeared. We can expect more out of him than the young ones.
Okay, so don't make sure he doesn't die. That's fine. But yeah, defeat the enemy commander. As soon as I beat this guy, it's over. So I need to try and, like, not beat him super fast. Oh, okay. I thought the game, like, crashed. It, like, did not register anything for a half second.
only way.
That was scary.
Without power.
Okay, Ash, you don't need to get even more speed. You can relax.
All for our future.
Yeah, how am I supposed to get Ash up to that chest? Am I gonna have to go around in a big circle just to like not end this chapter too soon?
I'll
'Cause
crush them
I want
all.
whatever's in that chest. Oh man, I was just looking at the time. I was like, man, I'm starting to feel really hungry.
We have been going for like 2.5 hours. Time flies. Is there any other video game? Hey, you excited for Bloodborne later today?
I'm so excited. I'm
I can't wait to like read the tutorial and be like, I hate this game. This sucks. It's the worst thing ever.
I'm ready for there to be multiple times where you're like, oh, this is like bad. I don't like this. I'm kind of prepared for the worst, but I'm hoping for the best. Well,
What, you're going into my stream today like a state of play or a
honestly,
Nintendo Direct?
honestly, I'm just like this could be really bad. I guess I should probably move. But I'm hoping you like it. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be wild if you end up liking it, because that's I love that game so much. Okay, I'm glad that Felix is Felix, because I didn't realize that the arrow was coming for a bone unit, and that's when I decided to mount. But thankfully, Hoda can move so far.
Didn't we give her the Boots of the Wind thing?
I think so. She might also have... Does she have something else besides that? No, she has the accuracy ring. I didn't know she had the movement ring as well or not.
Commands
Oh, wait,
to
I wanna-
punch him.
I can't tell if that's
not
a...
fun.
I don't think that's a I don't think that goes based off of just magic.
I mean, you should read the...
It said a magic weapon. That just seems
That
like a
means
lot
it
of
uses
damage for
magic,
Hill to be
yeah.
doing.
Well, no, because you've been upping her... This is like a faith class, so she's probably gotten some magic.
That's true. Unarmed, she can just do so much. 15,
She's Hilda!
15.
Hilda!
I don't think she dies even if they both attack her.
Sorry, but it's you or me.
Okay, you're still going for Felix. Okay. Yeah, we'll go up this way. And now I just wait and see. I don't think I can even outrun... Okay, cool, he's going around that way. Perfect. I guess that's probably baked into part of it. As soon as Rodrigue shows up, I'm sure he's just drawn to trying to kill Rodrigue.
Yo, I feel that.
It was the least.
Do you? Why do you feel that?
Level up. What was that?
What, wait, why'd you say that? What do you mean you feel that?
This is Rodrigue.
You want to kill Rodrigue? Or you
I
just...
wouldn't mind killing Rodrigue.
Oh, that's rude.
What?
He's not that bad.
He's like fine.
Here we go. Attack them from both sides.
There we go. There's a ranking that we'd both be riveted to do. We're just gonna rank all of the like non-playable like named characters.
We already talked about this 3 weeks ago.
I know. But I remember we were like running through it and we're just like, there's not that many that are all that like doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean Rodrigue is fine.
I like Rodrigue. Like this, I have no reason to like super dislike him. I don't have a reason to super like him.
I mean, I have a reason to super dislike him. He's dead set against Edelgard.
Well, that's like most characters in this game.
Let's keep our guard up.
Is it?
I mean, depending on the route. I mean,
Is it really?
kind of. Oh, that's a crater.
Rodrigue, when I say he's dead set against Edelgard, I mean no matter what. There's no route or anything where like all of the student characters can be swayed. So like,
That's fair.
They're not like, if you're saying like, oh well, right now Felix is dead set against Edelgard, I'm like, well yeah, because you didn't recruit him to Black Eagles.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I
like,
get what
that's
you're
how the
saying.
story works.
I get what you're saying. I was thinking like a lot of the church people that sort of just like opposed that, but I mean that's only
A
few.
bunch of characters that I don't like.
yeah.
What about all those other characters you don't like who are the same way? Oh, what are the odds? They have a common denominator.
That was close.
I don't know. I realized
Keep advancing.
a lot of times with like characters in video games, I can almost like separate like their personality from like I guess like their role in the story and like what their views are in terms of like the conflict. And to me, it's almost like two like separate things, and I know that's just a me thing, but
Sorry, I was reading something when you started that sentence, so I did not hear the first half of it. Run that by me again.
so like I feel like in my mind I can sort of separate like a character's like personality and like their things separate from like
Used to this.
how they are like in the story or what their views are on like the conflict and how they relate to the main story. It's almost like I see like two different characters. And I know that's a weird thing, and I know it's just me.
Yeah, you're weird. I'm not here to disagree with you on this one.
Because I know it means nothing to you, but I kind of have the same view when I look at characters in like Danganronpa, where it's just like some of them are like killers and some of them are bad. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't look at that. I don't really care like what they do. I more care about what their personality is. And it's like two separate things for me.
Committing murder is like a part of your personality. And I'm not saying that as in like if someone committed murder, you should dislike them, because my favorite Persona character is a Goro Akechi.
Yeah.
I just find it really weird. If anyone ever, I don't know anything about Danganronpa, but if anyone
Yeah.
ever said to me, like, I really like Akechi, I just ignore the fact that he, like, killed some people. I'm like, oh, so you ignored, like, one of the biggest cruxes of this character, is what you're telling me. You just ignored one of the most important parts about what makes him him. That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Listen, I don't have great justification for it. I just think that's how, that's just how, yeah. You really can't go, like, one further? I'm getting to a point where I can't not kill this guy. Can I stop you from moving? Probably not. What about if I do it this way? Okay. Alright, let me see if I can just stop him from moving. I'm sure whatever's in this chest isn't even going to be that good.
Symbol. Vol's mastered being a wyvern.
Felix is a master. Actually, wait, he's a wyvern rider. He still needs to go to wyvern lord, actually.
Ooh.
That's exciting. Okay, so now I guess I just have to hope that no, Rodrigue can't kill Gwendol. That would be dumb.
Very
Okay,
nice.
so that will heal there. Guess I'll attack you.
I won't back down.
There we go. That's how you get crit on the first attack.
I'm sorry.
Look at Gilbert go.
I'd rather not.
I expect no less.
Same. Okay. Do you have... You don't have a range thing at all. So I will send Dimitri here. Wait, what is your gambit? Yours is a straight line as well. I think I'd rather just kill.
Too weak for this world.
Then...
Shall we?
Oh, do you want to just go, like, up there and do your own thing for a little bit? Go for it. Okay, and then here... I'll just kill you with Ingrid.
It is done. Onward.
Oh my gosh. Ready for the stupidest thing that I can do? I'm gonna draw back Ash.
This playthrough.
And
oh.
now he can get to the chest. Let's go! All that work for a silver shield that I'm not gonna use.
Silver shield.
I'm not even gonna use it. I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, this is gonna be something so stupid. Whatever. Now if something happens and one of my characters die and I need to do that turn over again,
Eventually,
I
too
can
will fall.
know that I don't actually need to get the chest. But no way he's dying. Ow. More reinforcements.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna heal me? No? You didn't heal me.
Wasted.
Yes, you did. That was a weird animation for that. You know what? Set these dudes on fire.
Oh, I got it.
Good job,
Sorry,
Hilda.
but it's you or me.
That guy's probably just gonna be left there alive. Cities, you want some experience? All yours.
Be at peace.
Not quite enough to level up. And neither of you guys can reach that. Who's going to actually get the kill? Probably Felix? So you can go there. Yeah.
He's gonna get a 0% crit. Let's go!
And I could just do that. Or I could use Felix and then set a net or Byleth up for the kill. Not that they need the experience that much. Alright, yeah. Just gonna kill everybody around. So you get a kill.
All talk and no action.
Look at Happy go.
Guess
I'll let you kill the horse. And then I'm just gonna use the Freikugel
Always up.
to kill Gwendol. That guy up there and that horse over there, they're the only ones that get to leave alive. Unless I miss a tuper, like I got a 98% chance to.
Why would you say that? Why would you speak that?
Expect to kill me. I am Gwendol, the Grey Lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rowe. Do your worst.
Nice.
So I have found a place to die. Young ones, I thank you.
Good job, Felix.
It is the way of knights to follow their master's orders without argument. Lord Gwendol was a good man.
Now he is just a corpse, nothing more. Let's go. Rodrigue is waiting for us.
Rodrigue is waiting for us. Takes 2 steps to the left.
I was like, yeah, he's
Rodrigue,
literally
I
right
know
there.
you've been waiting for us.
Dimitri's motivation, but he's still too sad to talk to anybody. I feel like
He's very
that doesn't mean
motivated
anything.
to commit murder, though.
I was like, I haven't been able to teach him anything.
It's been too long, Your Highness. But try to temper your joy, will you? This is a war after all.
To say such a thing at a time like this. You have not changed one bit.
Don't let looks deceive you. I've had a rough go of it ever since I crossed blades with those traitors in Ferdiad. When I heard you'd been executed, I rushed there as fast as I could, blind with fury. When I got there, I was fed some garbage about not being able to see your body. The next thing I knew, I was gripping my blade and... Gilbert, you have done well to locate His Highness. I am truly grateful. And you, I have you to thank as well.
As his professor, it was my duty.
Well, we are in your debt. I will repay you for this someday, I swear it. And you, Felix, you have also done well to bring His Highness here.
Tell us all you know, Rodrigue.
I'm afraid there's not much to tell. You are aware that the western region of the kingdom was taken by the Empire, correct?
Yes, so I have heard. They are now calling it the Fargus Dukedom, or some nonsense.
If you know that much, then the rest won't take long. Enemy or not, it's undeniable that Cornelia's plan was nothing short of genius. After seizing power, she invited the Imperial army to Ferdiad. There she reorganized her troops and then sent soldiers to hunt me down. Because of that, we were forced to act defensively, and now we're being forced into a difficult battle. She's been controlling the situation all along.
So that's been the witch's plan from the start. I should have killed her ages ago.
Your Highness, Ferdiad is in a terrible state right now. The tyranny is unbearable, and so the rebellions are endless. Refugees starve to death in the streets. If I may speak freely, Your Highness. We should change course for Ferdiad and take down those traitors before we embark to Enbar.
There's no time for that. We must annihilate Enbar before all else.
Think this through. I understand wanting to destroy the Empire and the Emperor. I want that so much it hurts. But which is more important, the dead or the living?
Silence!
No, Dimitri. You will hear me out.
Sly.
Are you
Oh, sorry.
asking me? Asking the dead to forgive that woman?
Yeah, go
First
ahead.
of all, Dimitri is a buffoon.
Yeah.
as usual. That sentence makes no sense
Right.
whatsoever. Second of all, can we agree how absolutely stupid it looks when Dimitri does his little, like, lift his chin, cross his arms before just saying silence? It looked so stupid.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I love that this, the Blue Lions really just seems to be a repeated, let's go here. Actually, what if we do this first? Just rinse and repeat.
Dimitri is like, do you want to, like, forgive Edelgard and play patty cake with her in the fields of friendship? What are you talking about?
It's like, I want to end this war now. It's like, but what if we make the game a little longer and do something else instead?
What if, you know, we did what responsible humans would do
Yeah.
and try to stop our people from suffering and dying repeatedly?
Yeah, also that.
No, I would not ask that of you. What I am asking is that you allow us to prioritize the kingdom capital over the imperial capital for now. As Lambert's close and trusted friend, I am confident that he would have advised the same.
Do not dare to put words in the mouths of the dead. They are your words alone, even if you borrow their lips.
I feel like you kind of do that. That's kind of like your whole personality right now is avenging things for the dead.
Oh my goodness. Dimitri being a hypocrite? Who could have seen such an outcome?
Crazy.
Until I offer up that woman's head, Father will remain a slave to his lingering regret and hatred.
Hey,
Even now, he's
don't put words in his mouth.
Yeah, right?
ceaseless. As we waste time with idle chatter, his suffering continues.
You don't know that?
I do find it super funny. Like, honestly hilarious that Rodrigue and Gilbert talk about all of this, like, we need to do this because it's actually for the good of the kingdom long term and all that. And then they continue to be like, we have to let Dimitri, like, become king, etc. Like, I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to be like, you know, this guy doesn't seem very stable. Like, I get he's got royal blood and all that, but maybe now's the time to think about a shake-up in the leadership in general, instead of trying to let this guy be in charge.
Yeah, I wonder if some of that is just because of how, like, royalty and stuff works. Is like,
Like
who else?
Night code thing that Felix is like, you're idiots.
Well, no, but I'm just like who else would be? Because like royalty and like kings and stuff like that are always like by like blood and stuff like that. So it's like if Dimitri is not the king, like what's the replacement? I mean, in this universe, kind of like.
Well, in the history, historically as well, but
Yeah.
Until an overthrowing happens.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, because they don't have a suitable replacement, I think that's probably why they're like, this is our only option, because this is the only one by blood, and we think that we can, you know, get him to go back to the Dimitri we used to know type deal. Like, I'm just guessing that's probably, like, the logic is because they don't have, like, a replacement, and they are not, like, leading an overthrowing.
Definitely do, in the fact that they come from a kingdom comprised of nobles, and the next highest ranking noble family would just be their option.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Like, because theoretically, surely they must have considered over the years, like, if we can take back Fargus, but we think Dimitri is dead, well then who becomes king?
That's true.
And also, like, I don't know if they ever go deep on it, but the kingdom broke off from the Empire in the first place anyway, so they definitely, like, created a new royal family at that point.
That's true. Yeah, I think, because they must not be in a position. I think it's a mixture of clinging to a Dimitri that they idealize instead of the one that's right before them, mixed with,
I think it's more likely that the writers were like, Dimitri is the main character, and so we're gonna make them stupid for that sake.
I mean, I'm presenting logic that I think makes some semblance of sense, so I don't know if I fully agree with that. That's probably part of it, but, like, there's definitely reasons, and it's not like they're like they need to worry about overtaking the Empire before they can worry about who's in charge. If they have somebody that they think could be a candidate right there, they'll just do that, and then if he's unfit after that, then maybe you can take steps when they're in a position of like
that
more
just
power.
Still makes them stupid. You can't like win a war and then put a dude as in charge after winning a war and then being like, actually, we don't like that guy very much. Let's overthrow him. That's going to be like, he's going to have the public on his side at that point for winning the war. That's idiotic of them if that's their angle.
Maybe that's part of their plan, is to try and get the public on Dimitri's side, and then maybe that'll get Dimitri to, be better.
That's also very stupid.
I don't know, I just think there's a lot of reasons, and there's not a lot of, like, alternatives for them.
I think there would be alternatives if it weren't for the fact that Dimitri is the main character on the front of the video game. Like, if you were to take the story more realistically, the options are, oh, we found Dimitri, but he's, like, insane and trying to, like, commit war crimes, basically, like torturing prisoners and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we should actually probably just find the best, like, the highest-ranking noble that we can rally the people behind and go with that instead, because even if we go behind Dimitri and win the war, if he's still insane, which we're just taking a coin flip, I guess, on if after he kills Edelgard, he'll just suddenly stop being crazy or not.
Right.
Then, like, it will be still a nightmare for us to deal with, going from a war to going to an insane despot being in control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any alternatives that they have right now. So, like what,
The alternative is literally just, like, any noble, like Felix Sylvain, any noble with a crest who would stand high, have high standing, to fight at the front lines of the war and come out unscathed, or come out the other side and be a war hero. That's like the smart money. But Dimitri is on the cover of the game, so they're gonna like deal with Dimitri being insane instead, I guess.
Sure. All right. I mean, I don't think there's much more to add on to this conversation.
You are my king, our king. Wherever you lead, we will follow. But your highness, there are those who take up their sword in the name of revenge, and yet along the way, lose the strength and composure to follow through. You would do well to bear that in mind. Ah, I nearly forgot. Take this, your highness. The time has come for it to be wielded by its true master.
Eretvar. The hero's
I forgot about this.
Wielded by my father.
I thought you already had this.
Kind of same, actually.
Yeah. The real answer, by the way, is what I mentioned briefly a second ago, is Rodrigue said, like, you're the king, so we do what you say anyway, which is the main reason Felix dislikes them all, and I kind of agree with Felix on that.
That's
fair.
Is
that they are way too blind to just, like, you're the one in charge, we can do it. So, like...
Oh, I mean, I don't agree with, like, the entire system as a whole of that. I'm just saying, like, that is, in history has precedent for that being how things have worked, and in this universe is kind of how the kingdom is operated. So I'm, like, I'm putting logic to a system that I don't... overall, I don't agree with, like, that being how it would be. I get the logic of it, even if it's a little silly.
They're stupid.
The very same.
Which was my original point, is that Gilbert and Rodrigue are dumb.
Understated as ever, Father. It must have been a true struggle to get it back.
I am grateful, my friend.
Gilbert, Professor, may I request something of you? I wish to fight at your side.
Senile already, old man? Who will protect our territory?
I expected it would come to this, so I left those matters to my younger brother. He has my complete faith. I must keep my promise to our fallen king, to my dear friend.
What promise?
A very old one. I swore it nearly 10 years ago. Now then, your highness, let's destroy the Empire together. My men and I will spare no effort.
Also, this is a question that I legitimately don't know the answer to, but is something I wonder is how much of Dimitri's, like, attitude, like, demeanor right now, like, how much is that known outside of, like, the people that are around him? Because, like, Rodrigue has not been near him for, like, how many years? So did he think that he was meeting, like, a normal Dimitri? Like, Gilbert I don't have an excuse for, but, like, if this is Rodrigue's first time, like...
He definitely met with Dimitri, even at the school on screen, during the first 12 chapters.
Yeah.
But, like, no one has interacted with the current Dimitri for the past 5 years outside of when we found him and then forward.
Yeah.
But he's been crazy insane in that time.
Yeah, but, like...
Rodriguez is only just now seeing him right now and getting a glimpse of it, so, like, him not immediately being like, we should go away from Dimitri is a little fair in that respect, if that's the point you're trying to make.
Yeah,
Gilbert,
that's what I was wondering.
however,
yeah,
Gilbert, however, has no excuse and should be informing Rodrigue of, like, hey, dude, I just want to let you know, he's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was wondering, because I don't remember. I was like, was there anything that said that, like, Dimitri went crazy, killed a bunch of people, and, like, word of that had, like, would it have made its way to Rodrigue? Because I think it's possible that it could have. I don't remember.
No, I don't think Rodrigue has heard anything about Dimitri until meeting him just now.
That makes sense.
But also, it doesn't take long to see that he's insane.
Right, yeah. If this were a better narrative, this could be a situation...
A major plot point.
Well, no, but this could be one of those where, like, Rodrigue is just saying the right things to Dimitri's face, but then comes up with a different plan behind the scenes. But, I mean, we obviously know that's not gonna happen, so...
They don't have time to do that much writing.
If it were a more complex narrative like that, that could be something, but that would be giving way too much credit to something that's not here. But that could be interesting, but unfortunately that's not what we got.
I pray that you are right, and that this will save the kingdom.
Hooray. I mean, I guess Dimitri can just have that. We'll get rid of... I'll be honest, I don't really use this Killer Lance.
Why use the Steel
Our
Lance?
orders are to capture Enbar by striking the enemy's stronghold directly.
It's probably a good point. I usually have one, like, sort of lower tier lance for just, like... Or, like, lower tier weapon for every character, like, just in case, but I probably don't need to.
I understand where you're coming from, but I feel like also when you have a Killer Lance and a Hero's Relic and an Armor Slayer and a Silver Weapon, I don't think that scenario is ever going to come up.
Yeah, I think it's just, like, a video game habit that has, like, worked its way in where it's useful in a lot of games and scenarios, and in this one it's not necessary, but because it's just been something I've done for so long, I haven't broken that habit, but you are 100% right.
Silly, man. Imagine having ingrained habits in a video game. Unbelievable.
Especially, like, old Fire Emblem games. Like, those, like, your quantity of stuff that you got was, like, limited. Like, your weapon's broken. They were not as easy to replace.
How familiar are you with the geography of Fodlan?
Very familiar. I know everything.
Then you must be aware that the kingdom and the empire are separated by the impassable Ogma Mountains, right? Legend has it that Saint Seros once crossed over those mountains to fight against the Fell King Nemesis. But don't fool yourself. Leading a large army over such steep mountains would be near impossible.
In order to infiltrate the Empire, we have no choice but to go around the mountains, either to the east or to the west.
What's the difference? We'll go west.
I believe that may be difficult. After all, the western region of the kingdom is already loyal to the Empire.
All right, Mr. Smarty Pants, let's go east then. I don't know.
Perhaps we should consider going east, using the route that passes through Alliance territory.
The Alliance is currently split in two. Those who stand with the Empire and those who are against it. Leading the Imperial faction is House Gloucester, while House Regan leads those who oppose.
You have clearly never played Fire Emblem Three Houses before. You should have realized that East was the correct option, because we're at the point where the chapter should be, hey, we're all going to meet up at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion again, which is over in Alliance Imperial territory in the East.
I thought that was chapter 17. I thought there was another chapter before that happens.
You might fight someone like on Garreg Mach or something on the way. You've got a bit of a walk to do.
That's true. So... Yeah, you're right. When I said I know the map and all that, I lied.
They worded that really stupidly at first. When they said the Ogma Mountains and all that, I didn't know exactly where the mountains were, but when they said east or west, I thought they were talking about the eastern side of the Kingdom Empire border, or the western side of their border, not western or eastern Fodlan. Because they're talking about, like, eastern Fodlan, like, all the way over in Alliance territory. I thought that we were still talking about, like, the western side of the continent.
Yeah, so I don't know where these mountains are, and when they said east and west, I really thought it meant, like, do you want to go, like, around the right side of the mountain or the left side of the mountain? Like, I don't know how big these are, but I wasn't actually thinking of a literal,
the Ogma Mountains, like, is that where, the monastery is?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
We should take advantage of their internal conflict and proceed east along the mountains until we reach the Great Bridge of Murder in Alliance territory.
So when they said that, they meant the center of the continent.
Oh, okay. That makes
I thought that they
a
were
lot more
talking
sense.
about. I thought that they were talking about the border line between the Empire and the Kingdom, where Aryan Road is, and I thought we were about to go to Aryan Road.
Okay. Why there?
The Aramid River divides Alliance and Empire territory. There are many large bridges that cross it.
You have to do the bridge map in this game too.
That's
what I was thinking.
And it is also closest.
That's what you're doing before Battle of Eagle and the Lion map.
I was gonna say,
They're
yeah.
gonna make you go through Murden.
Yeah, I think every route does that, don't they? I think.
The Great Bridge of Murden?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think
if we're going to the
route
Great
does
Bridge
that.
of Murden right now, then yes, it does.
Yeah.
I believe you crossed that bridge 5 years ago on your journey to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
It's risky.
I'm afraid we have no other option. This is our only hope. Perhaps our next move should be to contact House Regan and request their cooperation.
Do you think they'll help us?
Claude of House Regan is the leader of the Alliance and is firmly against the Empire. They are the enemy of our enemy. In other words, hopefully, a friend.
Are you suggesting that we ask House Regan to engage the Gloucester soldiers?
I am. If we take the bridge, then House Gloucester will no longer be able to receive support from the Empire. There's no way a man as wise as Claude would refuse our request.
And once we manage to capture the Great Bridge and gain a foothold into the Empire,
then we cross Gronder Field and head south toward Enbar.
But if we get attacked from both sides, we'll have to fight people from the Alliance, won't we?
Speaking of House Gloucester, I wonder how Lawrence is holding up.
Who cares?
If we
Right?
meet him again, it will probably be as enemies. To be honest, I'd rather avoid seeing him altogether.
Most reasonable thing Annette's ever
You
said.
do not wish to kill familiar faces. Do not tarry over the corpses of the dead.
Good advice.
Prepare yourselves. It is time to steal your souls for the task at hand.
All right. Finish chapter 15.
Progress.
Oh, we got this. I always forget about this.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River.
Is that how you say that word? The first word on screen right now?
Azure? Azure?
I say Azure.
Azure?
The Kingdom Army meets
I don't
with
know.
Rodrigue in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. With the strength of House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
I think I would go with Azure, but I also don't use it very often, so, you know.
It's not a word that comes up in common conversation.
I'm gonna make that my new favorite color.
I don't pronounce the Z that heavily.
Yeah.
Ding.
More talking? More talking!
even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it? I studied at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return. What are you doing here at this hour anyway?
Nothing.
I see. Perhaps you'll allow me to join you. Much appreciated. I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty.
Your son, isn't he...
Dead. He was killed 9 years ago in Dusker. All that returned of him that day were his sword and his armor. After it happened, I said something horrible to Felix. He's hated me ever since, and I don't blame him. No matter how much you grieve, the dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back. That's why their memory clings to the living like a curse. The more they were loved, the tighter their hold, and the more suffering they cause. I fear I am not a strong enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness.
Someone must.
Right you are. As adults, it is our responsibility to scold him and help him find his way again. I come off as so self-important, but really, I'm just a failure of a man. Professor, I entrust the young prince and the future of Fargus to you.
I won't let you down.
You are a brave one, aren't you? One worthy of leading the Church of Slyroh, I dare say. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdiat. All I ask is that you continue to rein in Dimitri's manic desire for revenge. Now then, we have received House Regan's consent. All that's left is for us to depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and across the Great Bridge of Murden, we'll be in Empire territory. You are not afraid, are you?
No, I don't feel anything.
Yes. Such is war. I'm glad you were the one to lead the Blue Lion House, Professor. I mean that.
Yeah, Manuela would have done a terrible job.
Oh my gosh. Imagine Manuela in this spot instead of Violet.
They wouldn't have got this far.
No, not at all. Oh, it's Saint Indec Day. Sure. It's my favorite.
Is Indec the turtle?
I have no idea.
Pretty sure Indec is the turtle. He's my favorite of the four saints.
I hope I'm not too...
I know nothing about that saint.
He's a giant turtle. What else do you need to know?
I mean, honestly, nothing now that I know that.
He's the one you encounter in Golden Deer, maybe.
Maybe. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on hold. I think.
I was about to say, I love Hilda, but can you say no? I want to go eat.
Yeah, I just want to get to
her later.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to get to the Sunday and wrap it up. Yeah.
Sunday, monster truck rally at Garrigmock Monastery.
Dimitri accepted the battle gear of the King Alliance from Rodrigue and obtained the certification for the Great Lord class. Good for him.
This will do.
Cool. Good
Shoulder
job.
pads are a little on the big side.
A little bit. Okay, I'm not even gonna hit explore because I think between this episode and next episode, I'm just gonna like look at like all the battalions and do all that nonsense. So I'm just gonna wrap it up here, and then we'll also have supports and exploring to do. So that's fun, but we'll do that all on the next time. I'm hungry, you're hungry, and the next episode, it will not take another month to come out. So hopefully everybody's looking forward to more. And any final words?
I'm busy until October before we can record any more of these, so...
Well, that's very unfortunate, so go, egg Chaos's house or whatever, I don't know. Whatever the kids are doing nowadays.
Are we 14-year-olds again? What was egg my house?
I don't know why that's the first thing I thought of. Alright, I'm out of here. I will see everybody on the next time. Goodbye.